What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Grand Junction, Colorado. So I asked a question on our social media for those that are looking to move out here and those that have already moved out here. What was your biggest fear before making the jump? Or what is your biggest fear? There was some surprising results and we're going to talk about it right now. What is going on, everybody? I'm Robert Hayes, and along with my wife Christie and the rest of the team, we are the Hayes Home Group right here in gorgeous Grand Junction, Colorado. Hey, if you guys have any questions about Grand Junction, things to know, winter weather we're going to talk about here in a second, or you got all the questions answered, you're ready to rock and roll and make a move, well, there's only one way we can help you. The information popping up below. Reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send the carrier pigeon. We will always have your back with any questions that you might have, and we will absolutely have your back when you're ready to make that move here to gorgeous Grand Junction. Had a nice rain overnight. Now we just got crisp, clean air here on a trail coming out from the South Rim subdivision. We feature that in one of our videos. Kind of a trail coming behind the subdivision, snakes its way down, making our way to Connected Lakes, which is another cool spot to hang out. But yeah, you guys have some anxiety, I would imagine, or at least you did before you made the jump and did that move here to Grand Junction. Well, I wanted to kind of get a consensus of what the biggest fears were, or what the biggest fears are. And one of the answers really surprised me. So let's go through them. The first one, we'll just go with the surprise answer. We actually had a few people say the same thing. They were afraid that they would not be able to establish any new friendships here in Grand Junction. The hilarious answer we got from Rick and Nora. We got them out here from Dallas, Texas. Nora, like Christie, a complete social butterfly. And Rick's a cool dude. We grew up in the same generation. So there's actually a couple photos I'll show you of all of us river rafting not too long ago. They just have become just great friends of Christie and I. So again, that was kind of funny with the personalities that they both have. They were afraid they would, well, at least Nora was afraid she wouldn't have any friends here. It took her all of like a day and a half and she was good to go. And then Jeff and Lori, they had the same concern before they moved out here. And Lori, after about a week, from my understanding, had already lined up a bunch of friends in a hiking group. So it's not a big deal. Steve from Pennsylvania, he's single. He's like, you know what? He made a comment, it's big city amenities in a small town. There's dating scene, recreational activities, everything you could possibly want here in Grand Junction. Second biggest fear was or is, what about the snow, Robert? It's Colorado. We don't want to be in 6 feet of snow like Denver. Now, we have featured probably 4 or 5 winter videos on this channel, but I get it. We've got like 300 videos, so you may have not latched on to any of those as of yet, and you may have not seen the video where I'm sweeping the snow off of my driveway, that whole 1/32 of an inch of snow we got a couple years ago. Now, are you gonna have to shovel your snow? Maybe once or twice a year, perhaps. We only get 15 inches of snow on an annual basis, guys. So if your fear is snowfall, well, you can scratch that off your list. It is a nothing burger. Now, if you're north facing, little tip, that 1.5 inches will probably stick to your driveway a little longer than a south, east, or west facing property. But if you have one of those other 3, that snow, that inch of snow, is going to melt by 11, 12 o'clock. So does it get cold in the winter? Yeah, I mean, it still is Colorado, but we are high desert, guys, 4,500 feet. So yeah, your overnight temps could be in the, you know, the teens even single digits overnight, but we've had winter temperatures in January at, 48, 52 degrees during the daytime high. So snowfall, yep, no need to worry. Now I can tell you the one fear that did not come up and probably never will is, hey, is there awesome scenery? Is there outdoor recreation, hiking trails? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously that's why you're coming out here, so you don't have to worry about that at all. The other fear that came up, and that might make sense coming from a location in the country that's just a hot real estate market, is real estate gonna hold its value over time? Now, we're lucky here in Grand Junction after, well, it's been several years now that we've just have received national recognition from major publications, USA Today, Money Magazine, AARP got into the fund, best retirement place in the country, and we're getting all kinds of accolades. So because of that, yes, people are wanting to come out here, which is lifting the home values. Now, it's not crazy. We're about 5% appreciation year over year. But, you compare that to a Phoenix or some other parts of the country, they're down 10% year over year. So, yeah, stable market, increasing equity, and I just think that's going to be the theme over the next several years at least. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but that's just the feeling. Our growth rate is still, the good news is, very minimal, about 1.5% annually. So those that are coming out here for the lifestyle, they also can latch on to those appreciation, the home values and the real estate appreciating over time, which obviously from an economic standpoint, not a bad deal. Another fear, and I get this one, is where you're from. Is that going to come into play when you come out here? In other words, we've got agent friends all over the country, but specifically I was talking to one in Idaho, and folks there immediately coming from whatever state they're moving from, they're wanting to take that license plate off of their car because they don't want people to know, hey, we're from a different state. Oh, don't ruin our state, don't ruin our city. You know what, guys? Yeah, I mean, every town's gonna have knuckleheads. We get some that comment on this channel. Don't ruin Grand Junction. For the most part, the vast majority of folks here in Grand Junction are just, live and let live, which is the way it should be, right? The majority of the county is a conservative county, probably 65%, something along those lines. But no, you don't have to worry about taking the license plate off your car. People aren't gonna throw eggs at your car. Again, live and let live. Look at this scenery right here. Not too shabby, huh? So yeah, don't worry about where you're coming from. People here super friendly. They'll wave to you when you're driving around the neighborhood, which is something that I certainly had to get reaccustomed to again, because as you guys know, I came from California about 20 years ago, close to 20 years ago, and that kind of just good neighbor waving and all that sort of thing just kind of disappeared. You get that here in Grand Junction. Well, I made it down the hill. Not too hard from South Rim in the Redlands right there to Connected Lakes. How can you not love this scenery, guys? Good guy over here fishing. The fifth fear, a little windy, hope you can still hear me with the wind guard, is medical. Now, you're coming to a town of 65,000 people and you're kind of thinking, well, shoot, what kind of medical can I get out there? I've got, some issues, maybe I'm in my golden years, and I want to make sure that I have, some specialists there in Grand Junction. Well, Lori kind of talked about this in her answer when someone posted, hey, medical is a big deal for me. And Lori was able to, in a real short period of time, find all kinds of access, which is pretty easy to do here in Grand Junction. We did a video on all the medical availability here, and go back and watch that video. I'll post a link in the description. We have St. Mary's Hospital. It's the largest hospital here in Grand Junction. We have Community Hospital there in the Northwest. Colorado Canyons Level 4 Trauma Center there in Fruita. And then of course we have one of the most highly regarded VA hospitals right there on North Avenue. So, and then again, all the specialties, the, ear, nose, and throat. Unfortunately, if someone in a position that has cancer, cancer you know, facilities here as well. You name it. So as you guys know, maybe you don't, this is your first video, I have glaucoma. That's why I wear glasses all the time. This sun kind of bothers my eyes. But I went to Icon Eye Care here in pretty close to downtown. I was one of 8 people in the United States to get an experimental stent because the ophthalmologist here is just recognized all over the country. I think even all over the world. So yeah, medical availability, fear not. You'll have access to just about everything that you could possibly want here in little old Grand Junction. So those were the 5 fears. There might be some more. Just heck, moving anywhere, nevertheless, to a different state. There's some fear involved with that, but if those are some of your fears, fear not. You'll be in great shape. So again, guys, as much as we love doing these dang videos, we'd love nothing more than to absolutely crush your real estate goals and moving out this way. So the information popping back up below, reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even send that carrier pigeon. We will always have your back with any of those questions, and we will absolutely have your back when you're ready to make that move here to gorgeous Grand Junction. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.